Welcome back, awesome Ashley fans and subscribers. Here are the Star Wars, the Vintage Collection, Knight of Ren. I managed to pick a couple of these up in the airport in Malaysia when I was leaving, which was nice because I couldn't find them anywhere in Malaysia while I was looking. Looks really nice. He's got that nice feel of mix between fantasy and sci-fi, so you can work in any universe or just use them as your Star Wars figure if you want to. On the back, just show some other figures in the line, which look particularly cool as well. Let's open him up and have a look, see what it's like. It's got a bit of weight to him. I think that's from his cloak, which is plasticky. I'm just worried it might overbalance him backwards. Comes with this staff, which is nice, and you can attach the axe head, which is nice too, because you can have it as a staff or as your rather large axe, which looks cool. He does look really nice. Right, the head part is glued onto the helmet, so the issue here is we don't know what it's like under that. Helmet is nice. Face sculpt looks good in that, or the helmet face sculpt. I'm going to take this off, or at least invert it so we can see underneath. Head comes off too, never mind. Interestingly, he's got a Boss Fight Studio system for his neck. The peg goes into the head and then goes into neck, so you may have some compatibility of Boss Fight Studios. Unfortunately, I don't have any of them here now because I took them all back to Malaysia with me. Okay, so you can see that this comes up. There's nothing on the back here. There's a glue mark on the side. There's a blob of glue on the head. It looks like there might be an indent into the head too, which you'll have to fill in if you take this off and you want to sculpt it. Let's have a look. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's not an indent, it is a little raised peg, square peg on his head, which I should be able to cut off now, he says. That wasn't too difficult, just a bit of glue marks to be careful to remove from the side here. It's a nice looking head. I can put this back on his head now. It won't stay as easily, obviously, because it's not glued. I've taken the peg, the little square peg off, but I think that's a decent looking head. Let's just pop that back on him here. I would have to sculpt something on top maybe, or give him a hat, but it's still pretty good looking. And if I put this back on him, it should stay nicely because the straps go in front and behind his head. So that will stay on quite nicely still. Okay, the cloak on his shoulders, same, is glued to the back. I am going to take that off for you in a little while. First, have a look how he stands with it on. And as I suspected, he wants to fall backwards because it's so heavy. They're giving them these hip joints I can't stand, where you've got to line them up before we can actually move them. Come on, why are you doing this to us? Hasbro and the Vintage Collection used to give us a great hip joints. Look at these nasty hip joints. You see the little part here? That's to line up in a direction you want to move the leg. He's not going to stand easily with that cloak on. So, as I said, I will just force it off. Since I have two of them anyway. God, that is inside his back and glued. That's why it's taking a bit more effort. And you can see that it broke on his back there. Okay, Now he should stand up very easily. Okay, so he looks left and right, down and up, side to side. Really amazing head articulation because using the Boss Fight Studio system. Shoulders gets not just about or around about 180. Biceps, I'm not expecting great things on this. Not quite 90, but it's okay. Body is good for turning, for dipping, side to side. There's no waist. Hips I can't stand. I've got to turn him out to see how far out he'll go. Not bad. Backwards will go to the side. Forwards, like so. So it's okay that way. He does have a thigh twist, which is nice. But he tends to twist from his hip joint instead. Knees are single joint, but he does get slightly over 90. Ankles turn. There's no swivel on the ankle rocker there. He does get a little tippy toes, and he gets pretty damn good Michael Jackson going on as well. Flexation there. He looks really nice, but that hip joints are really winding me up. The face sculpt is awesome. Alright, let me see if I can just cut this part off his back here very carefully. Okay, that's looking a bit better now. Still got a bit of residue from the glue, but I'll take it off another time. So, quite flat along there. Okay, his axe is ridiculously large. Looking at his wrists, does he have articulation in his wrists? Yes, left hand is like this, and right hand is the same. But they are really quite stiff. Be scared of breaking his wrist. I might have to put him in hot water if I try. There we go. So his left hand is now going down, you can see, and back up. Right hand. There we go. And down again. So axe should be easy to hold in either hand, judging by his grip. And the fact that it goes from thick to thin, so he can hold it in his right, and probably slightly easier in his left. The neither hand is particularly tight on his axe here. You put this back over his shoulders. That was to fall backwards. I'll leave it off in fact. I will put his head part back on. Still looks pretty cool without the cloak, using the head part here as well. Okay, let's compare it to some other figures. Now, I just reviewed recently, as in a few moments ago for me, and maybe a couple of days for you, Jawa. Oops, wrong way around. Because here, if I compare him to a Fortnite figure, Ruckus. I'll put Jawa in the suggested videos up here, and I'll compare him to the Fortnite figure Ruckus, who I just reviewed recently as well. And you can see that he scales a fair bit smaller because the vintage are more true to 3.75 inch and these are more true to 4 inch, and I'll put him in suggested videos, Ruckus suggested videos up here too. But they still can work the same universe, just that Ruckus looks like a real muscular hench brute in comparison to the Knight of Ren, who's quite narrow shouldered, sorry. But they still can work together well. Oh dear, he took that as being narrow shouldered as an insult and passed out. Okay, a nice looking figure. I'm not sure if it's a rare one or a hard one to find. So, you know, even if it is, I still would have cut the taken the cloak and the head part off here. This is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back soon with more awesome action toy videos for you. Stay happy and keep collecting, okay? Bye-bye.